Hey guys, today we'll be making a quick and easy ruffle poofy Christmas deco mesh wreath. What you will need, I have a 14-inch wreath ring, red and green 6-inch mesh, and scissors. Alright, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is layer my mesh. And I think I'm going to go with red on top, but you can go with either one. They're both going to be visible once we're done. I'm going to fold my ends to a nice little point, and I'm going to start on the innermost ring and tie my mesh in a knot. Just like that. Pull it nice and tight. And we can cut off the excess, but we can also just tuck it in the wreath because it's not going to be visible once we get everything in place. So I'm going to make a poof in this first inner space. Just like that. I'm going to make another poof in the middle space. And I'm trying to keep them as uniform as possible. You could measure if you choose to do so, but I just kind of estimate. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then one more poof in the last outer space. Making them as uniform as possible. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to scrunch and twist my mesh. And then I'm going to come back to my first inner space and repeat the same steps once again. First space, second space, and just be careful, the mesh does try to twist and tangle sometimes. Just keep it as straight as possible. And the last space, just like that. Now, I usually go with 2 rows of 3 in each of my 6 sections, and that makes a decent sized wreath. But if you want it even thicker and poofier, then you can scrunch it and add in one more row of 3 if you choose to do so. I'm going to twist and then come to the next space. And once again, same steps, 3 poofs. I'm going to repeat this step all the way around my ring until I run out of mesh. So I've come to the end of my rolls. All I'm going to do is cut the mesh, and I can probably make one more poof, and then twist, twist, twist the end of my mesh and tie it in a knot. Just like that. And then again, don't worry about the knot being visible because we're going to add in more mesh and it'll get lost in between. Take 2 more rolls of mesh and just start over where you left off. So I'm going to fold it to a nice little point. I'm going to make another knot right where I left off and just continue on. So when I make this last poof on the outer space, it's going to hide both of those knots. Scrunch and twist. And just continue on. To the end of my mesh once again. I'm going to just twist, twist, twist to make it nice and tight, and then I'm just going to push the mesh aside and tie it in a knot. And then since this is pretty long, I'm just going to cut away. Now you can leave the mesh layered like this, or you can separate the layers. I usually prefer to separate the layers just because it makes it thicker and poofier and more fun, and you can see both colors even better. But again, it's whatever you prefer. So I just go around and kind of tug on the layers just to separate it. You can see how it looks. And if you want to go with all solid color and keep it layered, you can do that as well. You can even go with one roll of mesh. You don't have to layer the mesh. So I'm just going to do that all the way around my wreath. So you can kind of see the difference in how it's looking. This is the separated side and this is the layered side. So just personal preference. So I'm all done. It looks so cute and precious. You can separate it more if you choose to do so, but I think this looks so fun. You can add an adorable sign to the center, some fun ornaments, ribbons, bows, whatever additional embellishment you prefer, but it's so cute, simple, and easy to make.